This story is a few weeks old, so how it didn't cross my desk at the time, goodness knows, because it's a good one. And it's funny in a serious way. Now, Gwent police down in South Wales have spent £40,000 of taxpayers' cash. That's money you and I work damn hard for. And they've spent it on tuk-tuks. Now, if you don't know what a tuk-tuk is, there's a photo of it obviously in front of you now on your screen. But they're, oh my God, they are electric-powered three-wheeled vehicles and are commonly used as taxis in the Far East. And the people who will be given the so-called privilege to drive these laughable little dinky toys around while being laughed at will be the police, obviously, and council ambassadors. I mean, how embarrassing is this? What an absolute joke. If I was a copper and they told me, right, you drive this around town or you lose your job, I will happily go on the dole. Because my dignity means a lot to me. So you either give me the right tools, the proper tools for the job, or I fuck off. It's that simple. Now, these things have a top speed of around 35 miles an hour. But I guarantee you a crook you're chasing won't stick to a flat, straight road to make a getaway. They'll go through gardens, over walls, over fences, over garage rooftops, and you'll never see them again, basically. You need to be fit as a fiddle to be a police officer, and the right sort as well. And I've said it for a while now, the police here in the UK, they are recruiting the wrong people. And it's the wrong people who have risen through the ranks, got to the top, who are making these daft, ludicrous, embarrassing, and quite frankly, dangerous decisions. And this little vehicle just adds to the list of why our police force here in Britain are a joke. They're a laughingstock. I doubt even the police in the Far East use tuk-tuks to chase crooks because they know better and they take no shit from anyone. And they're probably a better breed of police than our own over here anyway, because they are allowed, no doubt, to do their jobs unhindered by political correctness and unshackled by woke wankery nonsense. And you definitely won't see them abandon their principles, their professionalism, and their duty of service to the community by attending a gay pride march en masse to dance around and paint their faces. And they deal with naughty people over there as naughty people should be dealt with, and that's with a firm hand. And this is costing the taxpayers £40,000. And still, there are hypocritical, self-righteous Welsh nationalists in that useless assembly in Cardiff who will still bleat on about the nonsense that Westminster Parliament doesn't fund enough money to give the Welsh their NHS, the proper NHS. You know, that same NHS that's been run into the ground, inadequate services. And here they are, the Welsh, given money to prop up their own nation by the taxpayer, the British taxpayer, and they're spending £40,000 on shit like this. So if you're a Welsh citizen, you've worked all your life, paid your taxes, and you're waiting for that all-important life-saving operation, then I suggest you write to the Welsh First Minister, Labour, Mark Drakeford, because the buck stops with him. It's a Welsh Labour government in Wales. They're the ones running the Welsh country into the ground. And social services there are literally on its knees. And this is the guy you blame, folks, because, you know, that operation you waited for, that could have cost a couple of £1,000, £40,000 perhaps. It's instead gone onto a little vehicle to help weight-challenged police officers get around because they're too lazy to do their jobs and walk the beat like old coppers used to do. And now they're riding around on an embarrassing little vehicle whose front end looks like a duck. So, you know, the Welsh really shouldn't be biting the hand that feeds them. Now, that £40,000 could be spent on far better things to serve the community. One police officer, perhaps. That's all you need in a community is one damn good police officer. A police officer with life experience. A police officer who commands respect and yet feared at the same time. Someone you can run to for help, knowing he won't fuck you off, citing health and safety reasons, knowing that he's not the sort of person you fuck around with either. Someone who will protect you and your property should either be in danger. But that's not the breed of police officers we have now in this country. And that's thanks to political correctness. I mean, my God. You know, actually, I take it back. Looking at it now and thinking more clearly, this is probably a genius move by Gwent Police and the authority and the council down there, because if I was a crook running away and I saw some fat, useless copper sat sweating his tits off, trying to chase me down in one of these, I would collapse through laughter and he'd catch me easily. I mean, you would, wouldn't you? You'd piss yourself if you saw this coming round the corner, trying to hunt you down. So what else could I say? I look forward to your comments. Tell me what you think down below. And until the next time, have a great weekend, look after yourselves, and Roger Trout.